There's a saying on the internet, that man chose to spit facts. Yo gang, back again. Oi. Now if you want to help this channel out and the content I create for you guys, head on down to the Patreon, which is currently linked in the description down below. Trust me, there are a ton of litty moments up there and more content coming. All the UK's best 2023 album reactions up there. Absolute bangers we've had this year. It's gonna be tough when we're choosing which artists go where at the end of this year. Listen, link to the Patreon can be found in the description down below. And now this one is one that dropped, I do believe, a day or two ago. This one is Morrisson and Nito with Paid in Blood. And so without further ado, let's get into this one. Morrisson, Nito, let's go. Directed by Gersus or Gersus.
I move around with the savages, and if you're a fuckwit then you cannot hang with us. You can find me on them new blocks with a couple Marleys and a couple Africans. Respectfully, I'ma say this nicely with a calmer voice tone and David Attenborough. If your team ran through 7 figures trapping, you ain't on my...
Respectfully, I'ma say this with a calmer voice than David Attenborough's. You know David Attenborough, the documentary narrator, right?
I move around with the savages, and if you're a fuckwit then you cannot hang with us. You can find me on them new blocks with a couple Marleys and a couple Africans. Respectfully, I'ma say this nicely with a calmer voice tone and David Attenborough. If your team ran through 7 figures trapping, you ain't on man's level when you cannot chat to us. Appreciate and value money more.
If your teams run through 7 figures, that is a lot. You are doing bits.
The being broken, growing up with fuckle. Your motivation's on a different level when you're forced to grow up watching your mother struggle. Even though I know my hood loves me, I'm still strapped cause I don't trust the jungle. Cause the hood can love you but it still kill you, man. I've seen it happen, rest up Nipsey Hussle.
It's a pull-up, it's a pull-up. There's a saying on the internet, that man chose to spit facts. Please, listen closely. The end of that was, from Mother Struggle to Nipsey Hussle? Come on, bro.
I move around with the savages, and if you're a fuckwit then you cannot hang with us. You can find me on them new blocks with a couple Marleys and a couple Africans.
Come on.
I'ma say this nicely with a calmer voice tone and David Attenborough. If your team ran through 7 figures trapping, you ain't on man's level when you cannot chat to us. You appreciate and value money more after being broken, growing up with fuckle. Your motivation's on a different level when you're forced to grow up watching your mother struggle. Even though I know my hood loves me, I'm still strapped cause I don't trust the jungle. Cause the hood can love you but it still kill you, man. I've seen it happen, rest up Nipsey Hussle. Let's get it. First things first is family first. The money comes second like a runner-up. When it comes to investing in my kids, I ain't watching no bill, I just run it up. Last week I spent $1 million on a house and I'm already back to buy another one.
Please. Respect the flow. He came in gliding on this one.
Strapped cause I don't trust the jungle, cause the hood can love you but it still kill you, man. I've seen it happen, rest up Nipsey Hussle. Let's get it. First things first is family first. The money comes second like a runner-up. When it comes to investing in my kids, I ain't watching no bill, I just run it up. Last week I spent $1 million on a house and I'm already back to buy another one.
Come on.
I saw my old friends with some new friends cause my old friends weren't working hard enough. And if you grew up in a nice home in a nice neighborhood, then you're a lucky one. Cause you was living good while we struggled on that council estate with the rest of the strugglers.
Letting them know. Let them know.
In a happy family, and sorry, my G, you ain't one of us.
And that's the thing, you know, where they say there's that hip-hop tourism. You know, you've seen on social media, people come through the suburbs, go to places like Broadwater Farm, all these famous places that are known in the hood, you know, known for struggle, known for difficulty. People wanting to be associated with things like that who don't come from that life. And it's a very real thing. There's a certain hunger that the struggle, a genuine struggle, will give you. And Morrisson, he's most definitely an example of that. He's spat nothing but facts so far, man, I can't lie.
On a house and I'm already back to buy another one. I saw my old friends with some new friends cause my old friends weren't working hard enough. And if you grew up in a nice home in a nice neighborhood, then you're a lucky one. Cause you was living good while we struggled on that council estate with the rest of the strugglers. And if you grew up in a happy family, then sorry, my G, you ain't one of us. Cause our mums are giving us all beatings with belts while your mums kissed you and cuddled you.
You know them ones there, cause our mums were giving us beatings with belts while yours kissed you and cuddled you. Listen, bro, don't even. I'm a son of an African parent. If you know, you know. Hey, come on.
My old friends weren't working hard enough. And if you grew up in a nice home in a nice neighborhood, then you're a lucky one. Cause you was living good while we struggled on that council estate with the rest of the strugglers. And if you grew up in a happy family, then sorry, my G, you ain't one of us. Cause our mums are giving us all beatings with belts while your mums kissed you and cuddled you. Made it rough, you know. We was given no choice, we had to toughen up. Back then it was a straight now, one-on-ones. Then the oldest come and taught us how to bust a gun.
Listen, if you're not from the UK, a straightener is a fair fight. It's like a fight to iron out the situation, iron out the wrinkles, you know, straightener. The oldest came through and taught him how to, you know, hey, we move.
And if you you grew up in a happy family, and sorry, my G, you ain't one of us. Cause our mums are giving us all beatings with belts, while your mums kissed you and cuddled you. Read it rough, you know. We was given no choice, we had to toughen up. Back then it was a straight now, one-on-ones. Then the oldest come and taught us how to bust a gun. Game changer, a 12 gauge, you replace A-makers. Man tried to shoot me, but they shot the man next.
Game changer, a 12 gauge replaced haymakers. You understand? Like he told you before, the oldest taught us how to, you get what I'm saying? So there's no more straighteners, bro. It's a 12 gauge. They replaced the haymaker. You understand? I like what Morrisson has done on this. And one thing alongside it, like to a particular point where he says that the elders came through and taught them how to bust guns, it is very relatable for the average poor person growing up in the UK. You learn to fight, you learn to test yourself. You have one-on-one fights. That was back in the day. So there's a generation of people listening to this that would be like, yeah, I remember growing up and doing this and doing it. And it's very common, to be fair.
Next to me, I laugh like, but you need to
relatable.
We was in the trenches. Either on the attack or was defending. On the highway to L like ACDC and a Merc with a 60 engine. I made a lot of money, but I didn't invest it. I was 21 with $500,000 in my bed shit. I was getting young money, feeling like Drake before he left Wayne and he went independent.
They diss me on socials, but I don't watch what they say on the net.
Yo, log out your burn of account and sign in your personal site with chest. I pay cash for this watch on my wrist, and I pay cash for this chain on my neck.
I don't gotta say what that meant. It was self-explanatory, innit? Log out your personals, bruv. You know what I mean? Say it.
I was getting young money, feeling like Drake before he left Wayne and he went independent.
They diss me on socials, but I don't watch what they say on the net.
Yo, log out your burn of account and sign in your personal site with chest. I pay cash for this watch on my wrist, and I pay cash for this chain on my neck.
And I pay for this life in blood, but the one thing I didn't do is pay for respect. They diss me on socials, but I don't watch what they say on the net.
Yo, log out your burn of account and sign in your personal site with chest. I pay cash for this watch on my wrist, and I pay cash for this chain on my neck.
And I pay for this life in blood, but the one thing I didn't do is pay for respect. Now can we take a quick trip, memoir time, look deep in his face, and all my friend won't lie. We ain't really with the online war, got 20 them more, bro, sad that their friends won't die. Mum loves me regardless, even if I caught me a body, so I ain't loving any the same. Then he stood there frozen, you know how that goes.
Nito was standing next to what looked like a community officer waving, innit? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that's one of the people's or one of the people's he knows, innit? You know what I'm saying? That's a bit of a crazy shot, you know? I got to point that out, you understand? But she probably cool. I hear it. There are them people in the hood, you understand? But crazy shot still, I can't lie.
Cash for this chain on my neck.
And I pay for this life in blood, but the one thing I didn't do is pay for respect. Now can we take a quick trip, memoir time, look deep in his face, and all my friend won't lie. We ain't really with the online war, got 20 them more, bro, sad that their friends won't die. Mum loves me regardless, even if I caught me a body, so I ain't loving any the same. Then he stood there frozen, you know how that goes. Then he thought it was sweet till he played with his brain. Now who's this U-turn? You'll be the guy, try go on a glide, then get cold feet and say you first. No wonder your dad done a runner, he wasn't.
You'd be the guy who'd go on a glide and get cold feet and say you first. Then you went to no wonder your dad did a runner. That's mad. I mean, you can't really, that's mad.
More, bro, sad that their friends won't die. Mum loves me regardless, even if I caught me a body, so I ain't loving any the same. Then he stood there frozen, you know how that goes. Then he thought it was sweet till he played with his brain. Now who's this U-turn? You'll be the guy, try go on a glide, then get cold feet and say you first. No wonder your dad done a runner. He wasn't on raising a bitch. Me, I'm on raising a stick with a bait, a clip. I want rating a kid, so he sprayed on the strip. If it's that, then we aim where you live. I grew up with a Marleys and Yardmen, trust on my target. Back then, hammers, I would ask them, get them. Riding with hitmen, niggas get caught and then scream out shit then. Like I swear you knew Donny from.
Should Nito and B be flowing this hard? Cold. He's spitting, you know.
You first. No wonder your dad done a
flow.
He wasn't on raising a bitch. Me, I'm on raising a stick with a bait, a clip. I want rating a kid, so he sprayed on the strip. If it's that, then we aim where you live. I grew up with a Marleys and Yardmen, trust on my target. Back then, hammers, I would ask them, get them. Riding with hitmen, niggas get caught and then scream out shit then. Like I swear you knew Donny from day. You won't say it now, I'm up in your face. I find it funny how your tone done changed. Try cut through the hood, what a big mistake.
I move around with the savages, and if you're a fuckwit, then you cannot hang with us. You can find me on them new blocks with a couple Marleys and a couple Africans. Respectfully, I'ma say this nicely with a calmer voice on with David Attenborough. If you
the young Marley, man.
Trapping, you ain't on man's level when you cannot chat to us. You appreciate and value money more after being broken, growing up with fuckle. Your motivation's on a different level when you're forced to grow up watching your mother struggle. Even though I know my hood loves me, I'm still strapped cause I don't trust the jungle. Cause the hood can love you but it still kill you. Man, I've seen it happen, rest up Nipsey Hussle, let's get it.
They diss me on socials, but I don't watch what they say on the net.
Yo, log out your burn of account and sign in your personal.
I love that West-East thing as well. Just kind of letting you know where they're from, but it's similar. Do you understand what I mean? The struggles similar.
That with chest. I pay cash for this watch on my wrist, and I pay cash for this chain on my neck.
And I paid for this life in blood, but the one thing I didn't do is pay for respect. They diss me on socials, but I don't watch what they say on the net.
Yo, log out your burner account and sign on your personal site with chest. I pay cash for this watch on my wrist, and I pay cash for this chain on my neck.
And I paid for this life in blood, but the one thing I didn't do is pay for respect.
I like that. I like the message, you know. I can't lie. I like the message. It's that of a hard life, that of respect over everything else. And that is a very strong mindset to have when you're a man, especially growing up in the environments that they are growing up in, because that can literally cost you your life. I do like this. It's very principled, you know, relatable as well. Hey, love it, man. Paid in blood. Listen, this one is linked in the description down below, man. You done know. The only thing I have to add to what I've said in this reaction is in 2024, what I want to see from these brothers is their stars really rise. Morrison's been doing his thing for a long time now, and he's most definitely an artist who deserves that spotlight, you know, hitting top 10s and that here in the UK and potentially abroad. He puts a shift in, he's consistent, and he knows himself and his lane very well. The combination of him and Nito MB was a combination I didn't expect. I wanted to see once again, but they know what they're doing. Nito MB absolutely glid all over this. Like I was saying in the reaction, it's very relatable and I love this one. Listen, and I recommend this one as it's linked in the comment section down below. Let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys down there. Yo gang, it's your boy LeeToTheVI saying peace and love, and I'm out. Bow.